The 2024 International Residential Code, Table R502.3.1.2, provides the maximum allowable spans for floor joists in residential living areas, not sleeping areas. That's Table R502.3.1.1, assuming a live load of 40 pounds per square foot, PSF, and a deflection limit of L360. L divided by 360, which controls the amount of sag or bend in the floor joist. And the spans vary based on the species of the lumber and the grade of the lumber used, the dead load, the size, nominal dimensions of the joist, and the joist spacing, the distance between the joists. So here's a little step-by-step guide for inspectors. First thing you want to do is identify the lumber species. Determine the type of lumber used for the floor joists. Common species listed in the table include southern pine, Douglas fir, larch, hem fir, and spruce pine fir. You'll find the species printed on the lumber or documented in the building plans. Second, measure the joist size. You want to measure the nominal dimensions of the floor joists, like a 2x10 or a 2x8. And this information will correspond to the rows in the table in the code. Third, check the joist spacing. This is easy. Measure the distance between each joist. Common spacings are 12 inches on center and 16 inches on center and 24 inches on center. The table has separate columns for each of these spacings. You'll probably do 16 inches on center. So use the table in the 2024 IRC R502.3.1.2. Choose the joist spacing from the first column, let's say it's 16 inches. Locate the lumber species and the grade in the second column. Find the joist size, 2x10, common, under 10 PSF. Find the maximum allowable floor joist span now, in feet and inches, where these criteria all meet and intersect. Then you compare the span. You measure the actual span of the joist that you're inspecting between the supports. Compare this span with the allowable span in the table. If the actual span exceeds the allowable span, well, it may indicate an inadequate structural support. Why is all this important? Well, it's structural integrity. Ensuring the joists meet the allowable spans ensures that the floor can safely support the load. And it has to do with comfort too. Proper deflection limits ensure that the floor doesn't feel bouncy or weak. And it's code compliant. You've got to verify that the spans align with the IRC requirements, preventing future issues during inspections or when selling their property. So, in summary, inspectors use the IRC, the two tables for spans, to quickly verify if the floor joists meet code for residential areas. By knowing the lumber species, size, spacings, and measuring the span, inspectors can determine whether the structure complies with the standards for safety and performance.